Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, picture this. You're planning a trip. Are you still that person with like 15 browser tabs open, cross-referencing prices,
Okay.
copying bits of info into a doc? If that sounds familiar, well, you're about to discover things are changing fast. Our mission today is a real deep dive into how artificial intelligence, AI, is just completely shaking up the travel industry. From the moment you think, maybe I need a holiday, right through to picking up your bags, we've gathered a whole stack of sources looking at what AI is doing right now. We're talking chatbots, robots, tools that predict prices, and we're pulling it all together to show you the really groundbreaking stuff expected for 2025 and beyond. This isn't sci-fi, it's happening.
Yeah, and maybe before we get into all the cool applications, it's
Okay.
probably worth quickly defining AI in this context because, it's not just fancy calculators we're talking about. It's
Yeah.
fundamentally a branch of computer science focused on getting machines to simulate human intelligence, using things like deep learning, machine learning, so they can do tasks that normally need human thinking, problem solving, making decisions, that sort of thing. Right, so the big change here isn't just making things a bit faster. It's about personalization, isn't it? AI is changing how companies talk to you, how they manage everything behind the scenes. So much so that planning a really complex trip, maybe multi-city, maybe with specific needs, doesn't mean you have to become a full-time travel agent juggling everything. That whole burden is, well, it's being lifted.
Okay, let's start with the most obvious bit for most travelers, the AI you can actually talk to. We're shifting away from filling out endless online forms and moving towards these intelligent chatbots, AI assistants. They're starting to replace the traditional ways of booking flights, hotels, cars, all online.
And they're already pretty sophisticated, actually. Take Skyscanner's chatbot, that's a great, well-known example. They put it right onto platforms people already use, like Facebook and WhatsApp. So you don't need another app, you just, send it a message. Okay, so say I just type something vague like, I need a cheap beach holiday this winter. What happens then?
It gets it. The system understands the context. You can give it a destination, sure, but you can also just type anywhere if you're flexible. And the bot uses real-time prices, availability, spits back suggestions almost instantly, finds the cheapest flights, and then, this is key, sends you to the official site to actually book it.
Seamless.
And it wasn't just a small test run either. Skyscanner said they hit over 1 million interactions with just that one bot way back in February 2018. So the appetite for this, for talking to your travel planner, it's been there for years.
That real-time personal chat is powerful. But AI isn't just staying on our screens, is it? We're seeing actual physical robots popping up in customer service roles. And this isn't just a gimmick. It's about cutting down queues, helping out in those chaotic airport terminals.
Oh, absolutely. And there's data backing this up. The Vera Solutions report, they actually predict robots will take over much of the check-in process by 2030, handling those standard repetitive tasks that always seem to create bottlenecks.
And we don't even have to wait until 2030 to see them in action.
Not at all. No, there are quite a few examples already, like the robot at London Heathrow guiding passengers around the terminals. And then there's the famous Henna Hotel in Nagasaki, the first one staffed entirely by robots, multilingual ones handling check-in, check-out. It's definitely an experience.
Okay, I have to jump in there. Checking in with a dinosaur robot. So it's fascinating, yes, but also a little bit odd. Is that the peak of physical AI service, the robot guide?
Well, it's certainly the most visible manifestation, but maybe the most advanced example in operation is Connie, the concierge robot at the Hilton McLean in Virginia. Connie's interesting because it's a mix of physical presence and serious brain power. It uses IBM Watson AI
Watson, right?
and Wayblazer's travel-specific knowledge, so it doesn't just parrot answers. It uses natural language processing to actually understand what you're asking, even complex stuff. It gives recommendations, and it even moves its arms and legs to, point you in the right direction.
And the crucial part is that it learns, right? Every chat makes it smarter. So it's not just a display. It's genuinely evolving. Okay, so we've got the AI we can see and talk to the chatbots, the robots. Now let's look behind the scenes. The AI that works silently. This is the invisible tech that's making businesses run smoother and, importantly, saving us, the travelers, actual money.
Yeah, and probably the best example you might have already used is AI-driven flight forecasting. Price prediction, basically. Look at a company like Hopper. They don't just track current prices. They use machine learning algorithms, crunching data from literally trillions of past flight prices.
Trillions. Wow.
Yeah, trillions. To predict the best time to actually buy your ticket.
So it cuts through all the noise and tells you, buy now or wait.
Exactly. Hopper tells you, often very accurately, whether to book now or hold off because the price is likely to drop. And it works. They've reportedly sold over $600 million worth of tickets. People clearly trust the algorithm.
Okay, that's a win for us. But hang on, how does that help the airline if Hopper's telling people not to book yet?
Ah, because the airlines and hotels are using the exact same kind of forecasting tools themselves internally. It lets them adjust their own prices dynamically in real time. If the AI predicts demand for a certain route is going to be low next month, they can tweak the rates now. It's all about optimization, plugging revenue leaks, maximizing how full they are.
And the fuel for all this on both sides is just mountains of data, isn't it? Reviews, searches, social media posts.
Hmm.
It's a gold mine, but only if AI can make sense of it all.
Right, making sense of it. That leads us to things like data analytics and sentiment analysis. Take the Dorchester Collection Hotel Group. They used an AI platform, Matus, to sift through all their customer feedback reviews, surveys, online comments, and the AI found something subtle the humans hadn't quite grasped, a specific issue impacting customer loyalty. That let them create targeted fixes.
So it's reading the room, basically. Understanding the overall mood, not just individual comments.
Precisely. Or look at the airline industry. Mindtree has Pax Pulse. It scans social media for passenger sentiment, complaints about delays, maybe praise for good service, and it gives the airline real-time tips on how to address concerns, sometimes before they blow up. It's like proactive reputation management using public data. And we also see it in managing room prices. HotelMyze uses AI for something called room mapping. It tracks the price for the exact same hotel room across loads of different sellers, predicting when it's likely to be cheapest, helps hotels maximize revenue, and helps agents or AI agents find the best deal.
Okay, we've got smart chatbots, powerful predictors working behind the scenes. But the next big leap, the thing our sources are really highlighting now, is the AI travel agent. This sounds like a complete digital assistant, something that goes way beyond just searching and comparing prices.
That's exactly it. And the term you'll hear is agentic AI. Think of it like this. Older AI could answer your questions. Agentic AI can actually do things for you. It uses those big large language models, LLMs, sure, but crucially, it connects them to external tools and APIs. This lets it set goals and carry out multiple steps, all on its own. It's not just generating text anymore, it's taking action.
Right, so how does it go from me asking, find me a hotel, to actually booking that hotel? What's the bridge?
That bridge is a capability often called function calling. It's basically the key that unlocks the real world for the AI. It allows the system to connect to, say, a live hotel booking system, or a weather forecast API, or even a payment system to get tasks done. The AI knows it can't create a booking itself, so it calls the specialized tool that can, gets the result, and carries on.
For the traveler, this must feel almost like magic. Suddenly you've got automated itinerary building, no more copying and pasting flight details into a calendar. You get really deep personalization because it learns from your past trips, your likes, dislikes. But maybe the biggest thing is that 24/7 proactive problem solving.
That is the absolute game changer, I think. Imagine your flight gets canceled overnight while you're asleep. The AI spots it, instantly searches for alternatives, checks your preference aisle seat, maybe only Star Alliance,
Yeah.
finds the best option, rebooks it, and then just notifies you that the problem is solved. Minimal stress for you.
Okay, hold on. If the AI is automatically rebooking flights, choosing fares, who's responsible if it messes up? What if it picks a much worse flight just because it was available, or a non-refundable ticket? Doesn't that autonomy create new risks? We lose control.
That is the critical point the industry is grappling with right now. Trust and control, they're everything. The leading agents are tackling this by letting you set the rules. You can say, okay, AI rebook automatically, but only if it's the same airline. Or notify me for approval if the cost difference is over $100. Or never book basic economy. The agent works within your boundaries. And we're seeing the big players emerge in 2025. Expedia's got Romy, which works inside messaging apps like WhatsApp, leveraging all their inventory. Navan, you might remember them as Trap Actions. They're big in corporate travel and pushing autonomy hard. Booking, expenses, making sure it fits company policy. They say over half their traveler issues are sorted instantly by AI, no human needed.
And Hopper, they're still known for price prediction, but they've added agent features like price freeze, right, letting you lock in a price for a bit.
Exactly. It's like a hedge against the prediction not being perfect. And then TripAdvisor, they've teamed up with OpenAI and Perplexity. So you can explore destinations, read reviews, check availability, all within one chat interface. They're plugging their massive review database straight into the planning AI.
So the front end, what we interact with, looks great. But for the AI to go from just suggesting a hotel to actually booking it, there must be some serious tech working in the background. What's powering these agents?
Yeah, that's where you get into the really powerful back-end stuff. This is what makes the leap from clever chatbot to real-world actor possible. It relies on systems using what's called agentic automation. You can think of it as the AI brain meeting the AI hands. Platforms like Thunderbit are examples here. They handle the messy business of actually getting the data and taking action.
Okay, agentic automation. How's that different from just like scraping a website the old way?
The old way used rigid scripts. If an airline changed its website layout even slightly, bang, the script broke. Someone had to manually fix it. Agentic automation is designed to be self-adaptive. It can understand the meaning of the page, not just the structure. So if the Book Now button moves or the price format changes, the AI figures it out and keeps working. Effortless data extraction, basically. And that's vital because travel websites change constantly. Prices, availability, rules. This kind of system can handle really complex tasks too, like digging deep into slipages. Imagine it automatically finding the detailed baggage fee rules, or pulling thousands of hotel reviews, processing them all, without needing a developer to set up each specific step.
Wow. So the agent could theoretically read 500 hotel reviews, run sentiment analysis to tell me if they're generally positive or negative, and summarize the key points before I even think about clicking book.
That's exactly the kind of capability we're talking about. Built-in data processing. It doesn't just dump raw data on you. It gives you the insight, saves you hours of reading. And then the final piece, the hands part, is the AI autofill capability. This is what lets the agent truly take action. It can automatically, securely fill in those long booking forms, put in your passenger details, handle payment info, taking all the friction out of that final step, recommendation straight to completed action.
Right, so these agents are getting seriously capable, handling everything from search to booking autonomously. What does this mean for the traditional players, the big online travel agencies, the OTAs like Booking.com or Expedia? This must feel like a threat.
Oh, it's a massive tension point. Definitely a disintermediation threat, as they call it. If an AI agent can search everywhere, compare everything, and book direct, why would you need the middleman OTA? But the OTAs aren't sitting still. They're fighting back by launching their own AI agents. You see chatbots on hotels.com, for example. And they're leaning hard on their existing advantages. Brand recognition, user trust built over years, loyalty programs, and those deep integrations with hotel and airline inventory they already have. There's another angle, though, potentially even more disruptive, technology like the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. MCP, okay. Simplify that first. Think of it like this. Right now, an OTA often needs a special proprietary plug to connect to an airline's booking system. MCP aims to be more like a universal adapter, a standard way for any AI agent to directly access inventory from airlines, hotels, whatever. Ah, okay. So it cuts out the need for those special deals. If any AI agent can just plug directly into the airline system using this standard MCP, and maybe that AI agent charges the airline a much smaller commission than a big OTA, suddenly looks very attractive for the airline or hotel to work directly with these new agents.
Exactly. It's about efficiency and potentially lower distribution costs for the supplier,
Yeah.
which could maybe eventually mean lower prices for us. But technology aside, how do travelers actually feel about all this AI? Are people using it, trusting it?
Well, adoption seems pretty high already. Our sources say something like 67% of travelers have used AI in some way for planning, and 78% found tools like ChatGPT helpful for that initial where should I go phase.
Right, high usage. But there's still a significant trust gap. The same sources show people still rate human recommendations as basically twice as trustworthy as AI suggestions,
Yeah.
especially for big, important, or complex trips.
Yeah, it really is. And it explains why human travel agent jobs aren't vanishing. In fact, they're still projected to grow slightly, about 3% through 2033. People want the AI convenience, the speed, the personalization, but they also want human backup, accountability, maybe just reassurance.
So looking even further ahead, beyond the next year or two, what's the ultimate vision? What does the completely AI-driven travel world look like?
We can probably boil it down to 4 key trends shaping the future. First, hyper-personalization gets even deeper. AI analyzing your behavior literally in real time. So, you check into your hotel, and maybe because you glanced at a map app 20 minutes earlier, the AI instantly messages you. There's a highly rated Italian place nearby that fits your usual budget. Want me to book a table for 7? That level of proactive context. Second, autonomous management. AI that doesn't just plan and book, but actively monitors your whole trip. re-optimizing, handling disruptions smoothly with very little input needed from you. True set and forget travel. Third, sustainability becomes core. AI proactively suggesting greener travel options, calculating carbon footprints for different itineraries, maybe routing you via train instead of short flight if it aligns with your
And the
preferences.
fourth, it's about the physical world, right?
Absolutely. The evolution of physical infrastructure. Think fully automated hotels and airports. Contactless check-in becomes standard. AI concierges everywhere. And this extends to transport to self-driving airport shuttles, maybe even AI-powered drones handling that last-mile luggage delivery to your hotel. It's about building an entire travel ecosystem that responds dynamically to you.
Wow. When you put it all together like that, from the invisible optimization engines to the proactive agents booking things for you, it's crystal clear. AI is bringing speed, incredible personalization, 247 reliability. It's fundamentally changing what we expect from planning and experiencing travel.
And it's not just a nice to have. It feels essential now. The IATA, the Airline Association, they estimate the number of air passengers will almost double by 2036, going from 4 billion up to nearly 8 billion. You simply cannot manage that kind of growth efficiently, safely, and personally without these AI tools becoming central to the whole operation.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. Given that these new AI agents can research, book, rebook, and solve problems faster than you can probably finish an overpriced airport sandwich, what's the last part of your travel experience, that moment of personal choice or maybe comfort that you'd be willing to hand over completely to an autonomous AI? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for the deep dive.